Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to the next Ordinary Men Who Fight Like Heroes podcast. I am Chris Fearing, host as always, and I am joined by...
Drunks and Dragons.
Ballistic Robot.
That's Ski Wolf.
So, we're just sitting on the couch right now.
It's very low energy here.
Very low energy.
Very low energy. This sleepy podcast. But there's been some...
Just like Minecraft.
Just like Minecraft. This is going to be the relaxing podcast. But as
Relaxing forecast.
but that shows how relaxed I am. They just eke on out.
I'm so relaxed. My anus gas just goes, hey, out of my anus.
Everything is relaxed. But there's been some...
Too relaxed. I have to empty my pants. I'll waddle away.
You see it like falling out of the pants legs.
Tumbling away.
Drop out all the dookie.
Check out all the dookie.
Oh, it's like if someone like fucking took those like fucking... I can't remember those blocks now. What are those big kid Legos called?
Duplo.
Duplo. It's like someone covered a Duplo in brown Play-Doh.
Oh, God damn. So a few things have happened recently though. Thank you, Derek, for blessing me with this foul cloud threats to suffocate
Oh, it's
me.
in surround.
Be glad you're on the other end of a speaker, audience. But there's been some stuff going on with YouTube, especially with the new kind of guidelines they've put out for content that cut down a lot of
Material,
but a lot of
yeah,
like,
and it's really the last part that people seem to have a problem
Yeah,
with. You know, because like gratuitous violence and sexuality is like something.
Yeah, no nudity.
reserved.
That's always been there. Gratuitous violence that makes sense. An excessive amount of language. That's really up for individual debate. Really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
And
We swear all the time.
The last one, fuck yeah, we do. The last one is, some of us. The last one kind of seems to be you can't have very harsh opinions on things almost.
Or talk about subjects of very spirited debate.
Yeah, it kind of... I mean, I can understand where the guidelines are coming from, where they're trying to do that to detract bullying.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that do, like, the gossip YouTube channels and shit like that.
But it also, like, defeats open, intelligent dialogue as well as...
Most of the comment sections do that.
well, okay, fair enough. But it also, like, diffuses any kind of expression of varying opinion.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
Like, you
Or
now
at
have...
least they have free range to do that if they want.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, it seems like the way they're enforcing this is really unclear. And that's the problem I see.
Yeah.
The thing that worries me is the way these guidelines are set up are almost just the best excuse, like, awful people would have. As soon as someone watches a video that they don't quite agree with, if they flag it as inappropriate, it feels like that would immediately cast that hammer down. It's like, oh, there's no monetization on this video because this person complained it was inappropriate. And that kind of goes against these new guidelines.
And the new guidelines being as vague as they are. Controversial subject matter. Well, dancing was controversial back in the 50s or wherever. So, like, you know, some magical time period before we were born.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you have to be clear on that, champ. Maybe you want to lay down a few sub-paragraphs of bullets and letters next to them.
And the thing
like Section A.
The thing that worries me a lot is how abrupt this was. How this was like an overnight thing, and apparently a lot of content creators, as soon as they got this email, if not before they even got the fucking email about it, actually lost monetization on a lot of their videos because it didn't match these new guidelines.
Yeah.
So at first they were just like, wait, I can't monetize this at all, it's not even up for review, it just can't monetize, and then they get the email hours later that explains this new thing. And I think it's... Because the whole thing of... Because I was watching IHE, or I Hit Everything, because he got hit with a few of his videos when this thing came up. He made a video about it just off the cuff. But he was talking about how YouTube is one of... Even though it's like a billion-dollar company, it's one of Google's lowest profitable companies. And after that, the bullshit that's YouTube Red, where people pay a monthly subscription and they don't have to watch any ads, and that cuts away any possibility of monetization from a lot of smaller channels like ourselves, and directly feeds income-wise to content creators that make the fucking YouTube Red shows, or they're the YouTube channels that have millions upon millions of subscribers. All that kind of, it just immediately benefits them, casts everyone else into the shadows.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of shocked at how much YouTube really is picking favorites here.
Yeah, and this whole new guideline system feels even more skewed in that direction, because sure, a lot of, like, Let's Players swear and stuff like that, but unless they're playing, like, super graphic games or games that have nudity in them that they don't censor themselves in editing, they're just going to not have to worry about any of this stuff.
God of War will not be able to be played on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, no, God of War probably will be, to be honest, because they're talking about excessive violence and gore and shit like that. I know the only one that's been brought up is like, oh man, is that going to be able to be shown, is what Maximilian Dude was talking about with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because some of their, like, because the fucking fatalities are close up and graphic and shit like that.
I think there's
God of War is worse than Mortal Kombat, usually. Isn't it?
Usually, but like...
It's a giant monster, man. Some people are really, like,
sometimes
not care.
it's Monster Men. Sometimes it's men.
Yeah, sometimes it's just men.
But Mortal Kombat is all about the fucking close-up gore.
I'm just a man, Aaron. Look at my heart.
like Jax's fucking T-Rex fatality, where he crams the arms into the torso and then grabs the upper jaw and knocks the head back, and then fucking puts his cigar out in the like the squirming tongue.
Man, Mortal Kombat, you so crazy.
You so silly. How anyone can take you seriously is beyond me.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a shit show, and YouTube will pick favorites, and some people may argue that, like, the fans have already chosen their favorites because they're the ones with a million subscribers. But on the other hand, you could just be like, yeah, but you're super hyper-calculated to perform.
And a lot of these channels have a rise and fall arc, where it's just like, oh, the ones that they pick now are just the ones that are popular now.
Yeah.
In 6 months from now, they could be the ones who are losing subscribers and,
It's funny, like, they'll have to really, like, they won't even be the same thing in another 2 years.
Yeah.
Because they will have transformed to appeal to the different demographics of people that exist in another 2 years and other trends. They won't even be the same people. We were complaining earlier about some YouTubers have different videos comparatively today than what they had a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's like these YouTube Red people appeal to so many people, and their videos are so popular that they really now are in a weird position where they can't afford to do, like, they now have, like, guidelines and, like, ropes around themselves that they have to, like, keep in mind because they've got so many followers, and if they were to skew hard in any one direction, they would lose that, they would lose their status, they would lose subscribers, income, etc.
And there's so many, like,
it's kind of sad, actually.
big YouTubers nowadays that are produced by companies they're partnered with and stuff like that. Like, because I know JonTron's got to have a studio backing him.
Yeah.
I know Cat Icarus. I was watching one of his videos today. I'm not sure why, but he's being funded by a website to the point where, like, all of his merchandise is taken off of every other site, and you can only get it on that site.
He's now on Pixel Empire, isn't that right?
Yeah, and he was talking about, not sponsored by Pixel Empire, don't buy their stuff, but he was also talking about, like, all of his older videos, he just hates it. He hates all his old videos now.
Really?
And yeah.
Yeah,
and it's funny because he was showing clips, and I remember just being like, wait, that was a good, entertaining episode. If anything, I like his older videos more than his new videos.
He's really self-conscious about his prior work, and granted, every artist is like that in some respect, but, like, it feels like he's.
It doesn't feel like it's coming from that, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he talks about it, it just feels like, oh no, all that stuff was dumb. I'm gonna make better stuff now. In that kind of way. Yeah, in the kind of way that makes you go, ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's got to realize, man, you got to start somewhere. You can't be as hard on yourself, Caddy, if that's the case.
You know what's funny?
That stuff got him famous in the first place.
Right.
Also.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's the same way that we always talk about with newer JonTron episodes.
Yeah.
That, like, he was on point with the quick, fast fucking humor, just sitting in his apartment with his fucking bird.
Yeah.
And now it's just like...
Well, remember in his video, he talked about how, like, filming with Jacques was difficult because it's an untrained, for acting animal. And I'm like, man, in some ways that helps. He helped keep your pacing a little bit.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's all I could think was, in some ways, Jacques kind of helped with that, though.
Yeah, because nowadays, I mean, granted, his last video was better than his videos have been in a long time.
I wonder when he'll go back to video games. I
See,
wonder when you go back to video games, John.
That's what I was going to fucking
Remember when
bring
you
up.
were reviewing video games one day, and then one day you stopped and you
Because
just
it
did
seems
really
like
shitty
after
movies?
he got that fucking studio space, after the fucking Starcade episodes,
Yeah.
it was just movie reviews, and it felt very, like, shoehorned for an audience.
Yeah.
It was like
And
other
it was a
people
lot of
review
the
movies.
same joke.
Yeah.
Some of these movies other people have already reviewed.
And I'm sure he had
Yeah.
writers writing his John John scripts
And
that
that-
weren't him.
Yeah, and that would have made sense.
I think that changed the humor too.
And then that fucking Ethan dude that ruins everything his stupid face is in.
Man, it's really
He's now
weird.
leaving.
I watched
He's
one.
going to Los Angeles, so hopefully that will help John just get back to his roots.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've watched like a video of that guy's, whoever he is,
Yeah.
and then like
He also
I
talked
can-
about this controversy. I haven't seen it, but apparently he's like been making videos specifically with that stuff in mind. So none of his stuff has actually been flagged for any of the inappropriate stuff.
good for him.
What
I guess.
fun is that?
Yeah,
Nostalgia critic. He's been also very verbal about the
Our
YouTube
mystery
change.
podcaster.
You know,
Oh, yeah. Well, because, like, I know like a year or more ago, he actually lost the production company that was backing him. So they started to do fewer and fewer videos on, like, smaller scales.
not only that, but he was saying how he had to reload a lot of his videos because of the situation given to him by YouTube.
Oh, all the flagrant copyright
Yeah.
infringement shit that just
Oh man,
popped up
no,
all
the
of a
nostalgia
sudden.
critic is a man who's walking into a whole nother world of hurt.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're just going to review movies? Good luck, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Godspeed,
YouTube is
sir.
really,
You
like-
need like lawyers or something to help you out.
But, like, the original point was just all these people that get studio backing and shit like that to make their content, they don't really feel the kind of hurt from this thing. But it's a lot of the people that depend on YouTube monetization solely to get income to help fuel their videos. Those are the people that are being fucking, like, seemingly targeted and shut
Yeah.
down by this new
Essentially,
stuff.
we will
Yeah.
have less content. Or we'll have content that's really catered to, like, general, broad, very, very polite, very light public opinions.
I don't know why YouTube is trying to like basically curate who is on there, because this has been a website for the last 5 or 10 years where anybody could have a voice saying almost anything.
Yeah.
It's free in a sense that
Well,
the internet is.
No matter how much
So-
they skew it, they're not going to have, like, fucking kids and their parents, like, gather together to watch YouTube videos.
That's
Yeah,
that's what
and-
Facebook has become in some ways.
yeah,
It's so
and
generic.
the
Yeah.
problem is, like,
There is a
the
family YouTube channel.
Well, no, there's a lot of them in there. I'm just saying, like,
Watching
I don't feel.
together.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what-
feel like that's the
Yeah.
point of YouTube.
yeah, no, and the-
YouTube is an outlet for content creators to get their stuff out there when they couldn't get it out there otherwise to a mass audience.
Well, people always
Yeah.
had this strange, terrible association syndrome. Like, you own a restaurant, and a guy walks in, and he's eating at your restaurant, and he pays a nice tip, and he's polite to your waiters, and he orders an expensive meal. Before he leaves, the police come in and arrest him, and it turns out he's killed 50 kids. You're now the restaurant that caters to people that kill 50 kids. No one goes to your restaurant anymore. Like, you have no control over that.
That's
So if
not true.
YouTube
The
can,
people
like,
that kill 50
shave
kids.
off, like, any kind of dead weight of, like, no one really likes these folks, so let's just go, no, and push them away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people have this bizarre
Yeah.
thing where they associate the message with the
can't-
messenger and vice versa.
Right.
And then YouTube has the power to definitely curtail people's messages and thus make themselves look better as a whole. They'll do that.
Well, yeah, they're
Yeah,
trying. They're
that's
trying to make themselves more profitable.
Yeah.
Integrity be
I guess
damned, and if it
just
makes
the
you money,
way they're
hooray.
going about it just seems so baffling to me.
Oh no, it's
Oh yeah, no,
ridiculous.
it's really bad.
doesn't
Like,
make any fucking sense.
it's just kind of a mysterious decree from somewhere. It's just like, oh, by the way, it's like, thanks, guys. You could have like made this an announcement months in advance before you decided to enact this.
Yeah.
Maybe even gotten the input of larger YouTube celebrities
Yeah.
to see if it would affect any of
I
their
thought I heard
content or
somewhere where they said
formulas. But
something like that.
because they fucking announced YouTube Red months before they actually started it up.
I remember, didn't Matt Pat or someone talk about how, like, I don't know if this is such a great idea?
For
I could have
what?
sworn there was a big YouTube celebrity who was like, I don't think YouTube Red is a great idea, guys. And then, like, now they're, like, I want to say, I can't remember if it was Matt Pat or somebody else.
Are they on? Like whoever it was is now on.
Well,
Reddit?
if it was the game theorist guy, then yes, now he's on YouTube Red. It's kind of like
Yeah.
I don't think supporting this is a great idea because it separates everything. You got two things.
How about we
splits up
pay you
content
and give you,
and
like, fucking
views,
studio
and now
backing
he's
to do
like
stuff.
Yeah.
spokesman and like thumbs up, and he's got content and he's doing all this stuff, and I'm like, that's kind of funny, guy. How
Maybe we don't know it's him though.
I can't remember if that's the video I saw. If I go back and I find that video and it is, I can go ha 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 ha, you sell out. If it's not, then I can go, well, okay, cool thing, cool beans, whatever.
Well, we
But,
already
you
knew
know,
he was a sellout. He went to Duke University.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Huh.
Yes. Went to Duke University in this state.
Man, I don't even know anything about Duke. Man, he went to, like, where is he from here?
No. He's
Oh.
from Ohio. His girlfriend is from here. And they both met at Duke University doing theater crap.
Oh,
I say theater crap as generalization.
I'm
have worked in
kinda
theater.
like-
I have buddies in theater.
I'm kind of like, you came to North Carolina? I'm like,
Duke is that prestigious?
wow,
Yeah.
I had no
Yeah,
idea.
like-
I just thought that they were like good at basketball or something, and they had the little
No,
fighting
Duke-
leprechaun.
Duke is a prestigious school,
It's a
and they have a
private school.
basketball team full of criminals that are violent against people they play against.
Cool.
And really good scientific researching, I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that explains why he's so much into science and criminology or something. I don't know. Whatever. That explains why he's a criminal that sold out the YouTube
But
Red.
I will say something, though. There is one person that I wholeheartedly believe, and you can kind of look at his videos and see, has not really changed since, like, and he was one of the first
Andrew
people
Films.
on YouTube when it actually fucking started. And that is James fucking Rolfe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
He's just fucking kept that shit up.
I was going to say, the Angry Video Game Nerd has quite literally been the Angry Video Game Nerd for the past 10 years.
Which is funny though, because I read an article where they talked about how he did actually change his style in how he went from, I think it was just like a character to just I'm just gonna review this like game as me, but I don't know if I haven't seen his newer stuff to know if he actually if it contrasts.
Angry Video Game Nerd.
I think I've seen him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he appears on, like, Nostalgia Critic stuff sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
Hates
but-
Him
Well,
Up.
I've seen his videos, and let me tell you, I think they were really hard on him with the Ghostbusters stuff.
Oh,
No,
were.
no, yeah, totally. They totally
were.
were.
Again, that's the
He quite
The
literally
man
was just
was
like,
a real fan of
yeah,
the first
association.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't feel like seeing that movie. Well, misogynists aren't. You must be a misogynist. It's like, wow, way to jump the gun there, everyone.
Yeah.
Way to shoot that man down in the street for quite literally crossing the street. What in the
Yeah.
world?
It's kind of
Yeah.
funny because people actually thought PewDiePie joined ISIS because his Twitter thing switched to global instead of the check mark
Really?
or whatever.
I don't even
People just
understand that argument.
I don't either. But people will jump to any fucking
So
conclusion.
he actually made a video to say he's not.
But the new Angry
That's
Video
sad
Game
that he has
Nerds
to.
still feel like Angry Video Game Nerds.
Cool.
But I think like he's actually said it before. Mike Matei, who has always kind of helped him like get game footage and helped him edit and shit like that. Like he was talking with him doing the Monster Madnesses and the AVGNs. They finally decided that they like wanted to give their fans more content. So in addition to like putting all their work into the AVGNs and shit, they would do something that didn't take a lot of effort and that they could get more content out. And it's just them sitting on a couch playing a game together, just the two of them.
Cool.
Yeah. That they fucking play on Mondays.
Yep.
And they just
Oh,
play
is it
games.
the ones where sometimes they'll have guests?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had
yeah.
JonTron up there one
Yeah,
time.
I've seen those videos.
But yeah, they still put like all their effort into making really good AVGNs and like Monster Madness. But to give fans more content, they've just started doing that because it's quick and it's simple and it's still kind of like just them hanging out and having fun.
More importantly, they make Monster Madnesses.
Yeah.
Monster
Coming
trucks.
up on October.
Yeah, we are coming on October.
Not yet though.
Coming up on Cocktober? Why'd you say it like that?
I have no idea.
That's a movie. We gotta see Monster Trucks in October.
Save that
yeah.
for the next podcast.
Yeah, we definitely gotta go see Monster
We'll go to
Trucks.
the movies next time. Because, YouTube Red has made us sick.
Yeah, but that's Ordinary Men Who Fight Like Heroes' kind of thoughts on the whole new YouTube controversy and everything attached to therein. If you feel the same way or if you have a different opinion, let us know in the comments. Spread the word around. This really seems like another nail in the fine mahogany that's crafting this coffin around itself, but it all remains to be seen. So, for Ordinary Men Who Fight Like Heroes, I've been Chris Fearing.
Drunks and Dragons.
Ballistic Robot.
Next Key Wolf.
Saying stay out of trouble, and remember, that's deep!